Hey everybody, I have made a few videos lately talking about the founding of America and how it has to do with Oak Island and the Kensington Runestone, the Freemasons, their ancestors, the Knights Templar. Well, I just needed to make this video because I think this is a very important thing that hardly anybody knows about. And I'm going to take you into Kensington, Minnesota. And this is where the Kensington Runestone name comes from. The Kensington Runestone, left in 1362, which if you really look into the studies that were done on it, it is an absolutely authentic artifact. And it was discovered just northeast of town in this area right here, I believe. This is pretty much exactly where it was found, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And you see it's just northeast of Kensington, Minnesota. But what happened here in 1927, I find most interesting. A group of Freemasons, businessmen, tried to purchase the Kensington Runestone, and they wanted to put an obelisk at the exact site that the Kensington Runestone was discovered. Now, why would Freemasons want to build? They wanted to build an obelisk 204 feet high at the cost of about $300,000. Now, back in 1927, that is a pretty extraordinary sum, and the Freemasons wanted to put an obelisk here just northeast of Kensington, Minnesota, where the Kensington Runestone was left. And I believe that the founding fathers of the country, who were Freemasons, knew and always knew that this was an original land claim for the United States of America. And where did this movement come from? Why did they want to do this in 1927? Well, I think they knew the true history of it, and there was a very important Freemason named Charles Lindbergh, who is from Alexandria, Minnesota, and I believe he might have been the one who was kind of pushing for this. And Alexandria is the home of the Kensington Runestone Museum, by the way. But for some reason, the Freemasons wanted to place a 204-foot high obelisk at the site that the Kensington Runestone was found. And I find that very interesting because the original diagram for the Washington Monument, they wanted to make it 408 feet tall, exactly twice as tall as the obelisk they wanted to put here in Kensington, Minnesota in 1927. But this whole project got scrapped. The Great Depression came along. Some of these businessmen died. But it's just a history of the Freemasons and the founding of our country and how early the original settlers were in this country. But it was 1362. And the people in Washington knew of this. The Freemasons knew of this. They were the true founders of the country, and they were the ancestors of the Knights Templar, who placed the original stone in Kensington, Minnesota, in the exact heart of North America and at the headwaters of the Mississippi. Hope you thought this was interesting. You have a nice day.